to another episode of the podcast. Maybe, just maybe, today is going to be about something different. Not self-help, self-development, whatever related, but architecture related. I think we're going to have a look at certain projects on the web and some hopefully good projects. Whether I can judge that or not depends on things, I guess. But let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at them and see whether there are certain aspects that are very important to underline or very useful to see, to notice. Let's go to Behance. I think quite always, I don't want to say regarding everything that has something to do with design, Behance is good. No, I don't necessarily want to say that. But I think most things design related, it's probably a good idea to have a look at Behance and see what you can find there. If there's something interesting and whatever. Of course, I think that predominantly it is about design, like, posters and whatever. But I would argue that architecture is definitely also design. And so I'm willing to have a look at it. I'm willing to see what we can find here. Period. Let's actually start from the top, because I think there was something rather interesting. I might have had a look at it before in my leisure time. A project called the Black Forest House. You cannot see it now. 3ds Max, if you're wondering, Photoshop and Corona Render has been used, and the visualization was done by Bobak Studio. The location is California, USA. Vessel Office of Architecture in 2022. What I think is interesting and what conclusion I came to quite recently was very wide buildings versus tall ones. I mean, of course, they do, probably they look differently for the owner. It feels differently to be in a very wide building where you maybe have a lot of space, just, horizontally versus vertically. But you just, also need more ground, don't you? And therefore, I mean, there was a reason why people built skyscrapers and so on and so forth. It also looks like the walls being 3D printed. If this is the case or not, who knows? But I think it looks quite good. It is very, very bright. Also like this, there you can see it in the middle of the room, or I think actually in the middle of the whole building, having like this tube or this box, light box, getting a lot of light into the area. Pretty cool thing, pretty good idea, I would argue. I don't really know anything about interior things, like, if this lamp looks cool or not, I don't know. I'm also not quite sure about the whole setup and also the material of this box that we're having in the middle. I don't know. Maybe it is something really cool and whatever. Would not necessarily be something for me. What I think is great is that there's a lot of wood. Wood being a material that is quite difficult to use as far as I know, because of its properties, because of the way it behaves. But yeah, what else can we find here? This one is a good one. Goyoham. Exterior concept, South Korea, Seoul. The customer was Omega Render. And Omega Render DOF.1 or DOF.1. The Goyoham Seoul Psychological Center is our new non-profit 3D architectural project. The design creates an eye-catching complex in harmony with the surrounding nature. It has both a simple and smooth form and attracts attention to the scale of the building and the awe-inspiring space. This is a calm, zen-like space where people will absorb complete peace and passion, and a passion for life. More projects on omegarender.com/gallery. What I really like about this one is that they also say like this design creates an eye-catching complex in harmony with the surrounding nature. So this is something we can check. Is this indeed in harmony with the nature surrounding it or its surroundings? And I would actually think so. It's very smooth. It's not really tall. It's like pretty integrated into the woods or whatever we can see here. Looks good, I think. It's interesting. Really is. I don't know. I think round buildings are always like a bit of a complex thing. Like there probably is a reason why we are living in boxes. Don't want to say that it is good, but probably a reason for that. Definitely not when it comes to statics, but still there is a reason for that probably. But I really do think, and it is quite interesting, even though they are using this chrome type metal, which is very reflective, and I don't really know if it is maybe too reflective in regarding certain instances, certain periods of the day, especially when people are close by and because of heat. Still, fortunately, it is not there. We would go into that concave, and not. No, it is convex, but not concave, is it? So this one is definitely concave. This one is like a straight line, but still also something to think about. For example, the Walt Disney Concert Hall in LA, they really had big problems with temperature and also the sun in general, the sun having an impact on the surrounding traffic, for example, and so on and so forth, which is not good. Definitely. This is another one. Might be promising from Cube Studio. CUB, seeing is experiencing type interior and exterior and interior visualization, location Auckland, New Zealand, status completed, partner, whatever, and yeah, there we go. Multi-family or multi-flat building, I guess, I assume. Very luxurious apparently, and also very very big, so probably would make sense. I mean, if we're taking this whole box is one flat, maybe it's even like 1.5 or 2, depends on where we start. It looks pretty good. Also greenery. I also really like to see that. It's interesting, the box type nature that we can see in the exterior, you can also find in the interior, where everything is quite boxy. Looks quite modern, I'd say. As a whole, a bit bland, I think, because everything has the same material and whatnot, but of course looks great. Also with this, is it called terrace balcony type of thing? I never ever liked these. I don't know what they are called. When you're cooking and you're having all the steam and the steam has to go outside and whatever, you're having this kind of vacuum type of thing. And I really dislike, apparently, I'm realizing it right now, when they're so big and so broad that you that it really is an eye catcher. And well, it I think shouldn't be, should it? Still, interesting project also this one. There's even more greenery, some concrete that we can see here, that I actually do not really mind. I have seen buildings with seeable concrete in real life, and I never quite I was not bothered by it. I think it also the smooth texture, or basically not having any texture of I would argue certain types of concrete, or prepared concrete, modified concrete, whatever. I don't really mind it. I think it is even quite good, in comparison to paint and whatever there is on the wall and so on and so forth. I think quite a good thing. I like it. Maybe we can find one last really extraordinary something. Maybe this one. Mainly cloudy. What can we find here? Yeah, there we go. I mean, is it just the exterior? Yes, it is. And there's just some link. I'm not gonna click on the link. Who knows? This one, a modern villa design, Kiki Bureau, I guess, and architects, simple architects, and location, KSA, I don't know, Riyadh, whatever. Looks modern, yes. Some sculpture shit like this. I don't know. I also do not really know if even the rich people that are able to afford this shit, if they really need it. I mean, certain types of people definitely need some sculpture shit in their fucking garden, or pool area, whatever this is. But I don't know. I'd argue like not that many people. Still, we're having a car here, and ooh, I don't know if you can see that, but is this gonna work? I don't know. I don't know if this car is even too flat on the ground. I mean, showing it in this way, I don't know if I like that. The renderings are cool, and whatever texturing is also quite cool. But this is a cool piece. It's very dynamic. I mean, it could be more dynamic, could it be? It's very minimalistic, Probably this is also like the vision. But yeah, I don't know. This thing. There's also a video. Okay, this is just really zooming in and getting darker. Well, cool. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna end the episode there. I wish you the best and hopefully see you soon. So